quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check three. Smooth.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Mike, 58, right there. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, Foxtrot. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Bagley. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That goes for a gain of 31.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown! A great effort there, with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Look at me. Go. Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and
Ready?
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Ready, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
First down, Condor.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Check 55 for mine. Hey, let's get this. Get it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play really nice.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Slam. Hey, exit. Check right. Watch 55. Hey, wahoo. 55, Mike, 55.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Bagley. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 43. Check 99. Check 99. 6-6. Pull it high. Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Short. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Watch twitch. Hey, orbit. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I got it. Mike.
He'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Ready? 55. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. SOS. Shit. Pass to go.
On 1st down, Bagley. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll run on 1st down. It's short. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 4. This will be caught just inside the 10. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a give, right side. Bagley. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, Bagley able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear it is intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 2nd and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
3 down. Go. If you kill it, motion me. Hey, Delta. 50, Mike, 50. All day, baby, all day. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. 2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14.
Go. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. And on the 2.
Looking to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Bagley. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On the ready.
50-yard line.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Joker, joker. Joker, joker. Bravo. Now. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe. Deep. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's coming this way, coming this way. Get it.
Back to throw. Well, the pressure gets to him again.
Set. Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A big loss on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for Seattle. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.